So hey there, folks. It's Andrew here, Canadian Musician Magazine, tucked away in some corner of the Marriott downtown Toronto, CMW 2014, chatting with Nick and Jay from Biblical, a hardcore band, although I don't want to just say hardcore because there's a lot more going on. We'll get to that in a second. The record's called Monsoon. We'll edit this. The record's called Monsoon Season. It's out now via New Damage Records. Monsoon Season, Monsoon Season, Monsoon Season. All right, I'm okay. Just the first one is the pain. New Damage, new label. We've been doing a few things with some of their bands. I mean, the Flatliners, Misery Signals. It's a really cool kind of boutique. It's a good mix of heavy bands. No, but it's not. No two are any the same. Tell me a little bit about how it came that you got to be working with them and what made it a seemingly really good fit.
Can you hear me from here?
Yeah, that's okay. You don't even have to.
Oh, it's just a prop.
Oh, no, it's quiet in here, though. It'll pick us.
Okay. Well, New Damage, as you know, is an offshoot of Dine Alone. And we've known Joel Carriere for a long time, from previous projects and just around town. And, he had this new heavy label, and he had heard Monsoon before we'd really done anything with it, and he just thought it would be a good fit, and it went from there. It was like supernatural, And I don't mean supernatural, I mean very natural. By super, I mean very.
I thought you meant the battle rapper.
Well, that's implied.
You need three, doesn't it? His thing is you need three things, and he can rap about three things. Have you ever seen him live?
Not
It's
live, but
impressive.
that Super Nat Craig G video
Yeah,
is
it's pretty impressive. He can rap. He's a good rapper. He's good.
The fact that we're talking hip hop here actually leads into the next question. Off the bat, the hardcore label doesn't do you guys justice. I mean, it's obviously rooted in that, but there's a lot more texture and it's a lot more rich. I think dense. Yeah, repeat listens. It lends itself well, unlike some of the I won't share my opinion on some of the weaker acts in the genre, but yeah, I'd love to hear. I mean, your musical backgrounds, even as individuals, where does some of those more ethereal, less commonly associated with hardcore elements come from? You think?
Well, I think like some of us in the band, and Nick, like actually all four of us don't, are kind of approaching it like we like the genre, but we don't listen to a lot of it in the genre. We listen to a lot of other things. Not to say that we're reinventing the wheel, but it's like we're coming at it from, like the different like things we listen to, is a big part of it.
So like we try to like, we all like jazz and soundtrack stuff, and then definitely rock, like so we're trying to just everything we listen to, we're trying to find ways of like bringing it all together for this band. So, and hopefully make something that's a little different than what most people do. Like for a lot of like rock stuff, metal stuff, hardcore, it seems like everybody can go 100% all the time,
right?
Just like blah and like freak out. We're like, okay, it's cool to do that, but how can we mix that with stepping back in certain places and getting some ambience, and then you can fill up all that space in the mix again with the rage, the appropriate moment.
We're old too, so if we go slow, it's good. Like, we don't have to go fast all the time. Time to get my breath. It's good.
That the sound lends itself well to performing in a lot of different circles. You kind of got that chameleon element. I mean, from Caius to Red Fang. Played some shows with DFA. Stoked that they're back, by the way. But the fact that you can be on all these different bills with established bands that, I mean, it's they're in the same kind of realm, I guess, but you're probably different segments of fans and whatnot. Is that a good opportunity for you guys? Is it something you make the most of, is trying to get in front of all these?
It's great, yeah. Like, I mean, you're in that part when you're a band like this, like, especially playing those shows, you can, sorry.
We had a late night.
Sorry. You can tell them the story, sir. That's what I mean. Like, if they don't know who you are, you can start and, like you can tell them. They're not expecting anything. They don't know any songs, like, especially like when you have those opening slots. And we've done a lot of that. So I think we really learned from, okay, here's your set. It's 20 minutes tonight. Go, do it, off, And like from that, we were able to kind of like build like the set and know how to tailor make it, and
we have like different, because our materials varied, depending who we're gonna play to. we'll decide what songs are in the set. It's like, okay, we're playing like a metal thing, so let's just like bludgeon them. It's like, oh well, all of a sudden we're on an indie bill. Okay, let's do more of a psych set, you know. So, and we can. It's nice to be able to keep a foot in each of those genres and those scenes, and be able to sort of move back and forth. It's
Yeah, and like also on bills, you don't want to see. I don't want to see the same 3 bands in a row, you know, on a night.
Yeah.
So if stuff is varied, it's good. Like I like playing different type of shows. I like to see that there's a variance in a bill. So especially when you get to be a part of that, it's a lot of fun kind of thing. So
yeah, like building your own bill. Like
Yeah.
okay, like you curate the night, you know.
yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I may be grasping at straws here, so you can call me on it. But yeah, it's rare that we get to speak with a band that is like right on the cusp of a first tour in a new market. You guys are doing the U.S. for the first time coming up shortly. Does the approach change at all? Like the fact that, you know, this is a blanket introduction in a lot of senses to a new market?
I think that's what we've been for 4 years. We're always like you know, we're so
Right.
used to being introduced, which is great. So it's like now we like year 1 you're a bit like, okay, this is how you're gonna do it. Now if it's like year 4, you're like, okay, you get actually really stoked because it's like you do it all the time. So it's like, all right, Chicago, what's up?
All right.
9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Early, but it's gonna be fun. So it's like I'm looking forward to it. a
Yeah.
lot.
You mentioned it, not me, but the age. I mean, especially with hardcore, metalcore, it's a younger person's game, I think it's safe to say. But I mean, you guys are making a lot of noise, figuratively and literally. Does that play into any of the decisions that get made as a band, or do you think it helps? I mean, you guys are probably more focused and have life experience.
Yeah.
I would say definitely that, like, you know, I mean, we've all played in bands for a long time. I'd say that it gives us like actually a really good perspective on what kind of things work for us and like for our what, you know, where we're at in our lives, you know, like, so, you know, you're a 20-year-old kid and you have no money, but you have all this time. It's like getting in a van for like 2 months is fine because like what else are you gonna do, right? But we're actually happy to be in a position where we can be a little more strategic and sort of do like market to market kind of thing, like commando mission. Okay, it's like, okay, we're going to New York, we're gonna like kick the shit out of it and then come home, you know. And not that we wouldn't want to do those like a larger tour, but I think we can like, we don't have to jump at like every little thing. Like it's like, okay, you're going away for 5 weeks and you're making $50 a show. Like go. It's like, you know, I'm at the point in my life I'm like, I don't need to do that.
Yeah, I have a mortgage.
Yeah.
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 I think that says it all.
Monsoon season. New Damage Records. What's the website?
Biblicalband.com.
Biblicalband.com. Yeah, check them out. Fans of heavy music of any kind, and it doesn't even have to be heavy music fans, because like we say.
It's like heavy all. That's what we're about. Heavy all the time.
Thanks for hanging out. U.S. tour dates. Check out the site. Thanks a lot for coming out.
Thank you.
Yeah.